Yeah, bye. Yeah. Welcome to another episode of Airplane Mode. Bill Cosby, man. So how do you feel about the whole situation? Do you feel like they're singling Bill Cosby out because he was like a black role model to our generation and they just trying to ruin him for us, our father figure? Or do you think he deserved to be executed the way they're like treating him? Does he deserve his name to be slandered? What do you think? How do you feel?
I think it's a little bit of everything. I think you don't really see too many black folks passing over money like that, so they about to drain all his funds from him. But they did do it. That case, I think it was an unfair case though, unfair trial.
Right.
Now he admitted to using Spanish fly on Lord Larry King or something like that.
Right, and see when I seen that video when he was talking about the Spanish fly and how
Spanish fly was the thing that all boys from age 11 on up to death, we will still be searching for Spanish fly. And what was the old story was if you took a little drop, it was on the head of a pin.
That's right.
And
Drop
you put
it
it
in
in the drink.
Coca-Cola. Don't matter.
It doesn't make it, and the girl would drink it, and
She sure.
hello America.
fly and how excited he got about it.
Yeah.
Like I felt like everyone else when they first were talking about Bill Cosby drugging chicks and fuck.
Nah, I believe he did it, but you talking about the 70s though. You
Right.
talking about all of them was doing that stuff.
He was saying that's the thing to do. He was like, everybody doing it. The Spanish fly, you get the fly and you put it in and woo.
Hello America.
So I'm like, this dude admitting to doing it. So after that, I was like actually heartbroken. And at that point, I was like, no. Because he just reminded me so much of my grandfather. My grandfather is like the true Mr. Huxtable. Like, he got 5 kids. I think, about 5 kids. My dad, my uncle, my aunties, and they grew up well back in them days. Like, he was a strong family man. So when they say Bill Cosby, I immediately think about my granddad, but like drugging a chick, like, do you really know what take place? Like, people don't really understand like what exactly happened, because I've seen women when I was a kid. My mom used to always throw house parties and they'd be so drugged up or just drunk so bad they pass out and a group of men take advantage of them.
I had 2 drinks that I'm clear about. He had his hand on the back of my head and he was trying to push it towards his penis.
Nobody believed you, and who would have believed me? Playmate?
I didn't know if he was going to kill me or rape me.
Feeling drugged, and him having sex with me.
The last thing I remember was Bill Cosby in a patchwork robe, upping his robe and getting on top. He started grabbing at my chest and, starting to try to fondle me.
People magazine believed us, believed me, and that piece, then my family dropped me. He grabs me, pulls me like really tight to him, kisses me in the mouth like really, really rough.
I remember is being on his couch with him taking my clothes off. I was in a white t-shirt and my panties, and he was looming over me in a white robe.
And me and my brother witnessed the stuff as a kid, so I know what it's like. I can imagine, like, it's very graphic. You drugging a chick, she's out. To me, I think it's worse than rape, like a violent rape, because a woman could at least try to fight back.
Right.
Like, she's up, she's conscious, she can fight back.
That's true, but do you think that happened with Bill Cosby?
Yeah, that's exactly what he's talking about. That's what.
Nah, I don't know.
That's what the Spanish
I ain't
fly
saying
is.
I don't know the situation, but
They get drugged up.
Some of them said they got raped like twice though. That's the thing. I'm just questioning. How you get raped like 3 and 4 times
By him?
Yeah, some of that was like repeat rape.
Well, if people don't understand about rape, is they get a thrill of taking advantage of someone. That's why they like to rape. That's what turned them on. That's
I'm
probably
not
the only way he get up.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm caught.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got people that's just weird like that. But I'm just saying some of them women are questionable because they had relationships with them. Like, if you was to do that to a chick, she would like, and she didn't want to be raped, I felt like she would have never dealt with you again. But his situation,
But that's Bill
some of them
Cosby.
chicks dealt with him like 3 or 4 times.
Like, he wasn't a regular nigga, he was Bill Cosby. Just imagine, alright, they trust Bill Cosby. They hanging out with Bill Cosby. The next day, they can't even remember what happened last night, but they wake up, their asshole is just throbbing, and they walk into the bathroom to go piss, and they feel shit leaking out of them, and then they snatch a condom out of their ass. And they're like, wait a minute, what the fuck? I was just hanging with Bill Cosby. Like, I know that's graphic, but I'm trying to make it graphic. I want people to see the reality of, like, drugging the chick. That's exactly what happened. They wake up the next day, they feel like, you know, what the hell happened? They can feel stuff coming out of them. They pulling condoms out of themselves. Like, that is how it's fucked up. It's worse than, like, violent rape or something. But imagine you cool with Bill Cosby, you wake up the next day snatching the condom out of your ass. So you calling Bill Cosby like, yo, what happened last night? And he like, oh, don't worry about it. We both was fucked up. I was drunk. And she like, no, I don't feel right about this. I think I'm gonna call the police. And he like, look, don't worry about that. Look, how about $1,000? I give you $1,000. That ain't a lot of money, but back then $1,000 would probably shut someone up temporarily. You know what I mean? And like, here's another $1,000. So he just probably kept doing it to that person or other people, and now all the women are coming out saying like, oh dang, you're not the... So I wasn't the only one that he did this to?
It was like, so you think that, I just have my doubts about it. I ain't saying he's innocent, I just have doubts about certain things. You talking about a black dude in the 60s and the 70s got that much power? You talking about black dudes are getting arrested for just being with white women and getting killed and all that?
Right.
So I'm saying, like, how was he able to get away with that back in them days? That's just what I'm saying.
He had the money. Like, he had the money to keep him quiet. You know what I mean? And when they got older, they was like, you know what, fuck this, like, I'm finna report his ass. Like, that's trauma. You never gonna forget that. That is traumatizing.
Nah, it is. I'm not debating that at all.
Your asshole is throbbing, and you don't know what happened. You ain't never gonna forget that. That's gonna be new in your mind every day.
But he didn't
and he's on TV, so you constantly
but you do
reminded about it. You know what I mean?
You do know he didn't get convicted of rape, though. He got convicted of sexual assault.
Sexual assault.
Sexual assault can be anything.
Because he had a good ass lawyer, but really,
alright, lawyer actually messed him up. He had a good lawyer. He wouldn't even be in jail.
His ass need to be locked up for a long ass time. And what's pissing me off about it, and you know, everyone want to make it seem like it's a race issue. Like, oh, they only doing that because he black. And what about Donald Trump? He admitted to grabbing women by the pussy. And what about, you know what I mean? They want to call out all these other white people. But the reality is, we already know it's harder for black men already. So we can't just, we got to be overachievers. You know what I mean? We can't leave them nothing. Like 300, take from them
that is a race
everything.
Issue, I mean, the way that
it is, but it is a race issue. It is. Honestly, it is. But we can't leave them nothing. He fucked up. He did fucked up. Yeah. And I'm not finna vouch for a rapist. I don't care if he black or whatever. Like, I'm not gonna vouch for him. Of course, if a black man do something like this, they gonna take him down immediately. Hispanic, Asian, anybody, they gonna take him down immediately. Like, yeah, but he did the crime. He admitted to doing it. And that's that. Like, why you keep offending for someone
he admitted
that raped the woman?
He admitted to using Spanish fly. He never admitted to raping those women. See, that's why I think the situation get kind of fuzzy, because he admitted to using Spanish fly, but he never admitted to rape any of those women. So it's like, if a person say, yeah, I killed somebody before, you just can't lock them up. You got to investigate what they're saying.
Right.
So that's why I think people kind of upset. They're like, well, he did admit to using Spanish fly back on that Larry King thing, but he never admitted to raping none of them women. So I guess people kind of...
That's just enough evidence to take a nigga down for real.
I mean, you kind of can say anything, long as, like, you can get on, like, when people's remember that chick was getting online talking about, yeah, I had sex with all these men and gave them AIDS.
Right, yeah.
You know, they couldn't do nothing to her. They're like, she might just be talking shit.
Right.
But it should be. You say you rape somebody, they should be able to take you down. Because if you watch child pornography, even though you're not participating in that pornography, if you watch it, you can go to prison for that.
They need to lock a nigga up for watching child pornography.
Yeah,
because
you do.
if he into watching it, that's
Right.
what turned him on sexually.
Right.
And just imagine what he really.
And that's
wanted to do.
illegal. That's illegal footage anyway. You're not supposed to watch a child underage person
Right, like that.
naked anyway.
There was a video going around on Facebook Messenger that was like everybody was sharing it. A little girl. Like, giving a man oral sex. I got mad as fuck when I first played because it looked fake. Yeah, when you first look at it, it looked fake. Like it just looked like a picture of a little girl. But you press play, I'm like, oh, this shit really playing.
Right.
And I'm like, man, and then the dude that shared it to me, I'm like, why the fuck you send me some shit like this? I'm like, I think that was the worst thing I ever seen. Like, I've seen a lot of jacked up videos. But seeing a little kid.
You know that R. Kelly video? You know, people actually could have got locked up if they got caught with that DVD. That was an underage girl.
Right.
You know.
But she was still a teenager, though. Like, this right here was a baby. Like, a baby.
Was sharing a song with a baby?
Like, a little 4 or 5 year old.
Oh,
like, my daughter age. Like, that shit had me mad as hell.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
But
anyway, we gotta go off subject.
But basically, yeah, like if he into talking about who thinks about drugging a chick and think it's okay to talk about on live international, TV broadcasting throughout the world, like he was that numb to it.
Yeah.
That he felt like, oh, everybody do this, That's criminal mind.
You know who else admitted to using Spanish fly? Charlamagne the Guy, he admitted to using that too on the chick.
Criminal minds. That's how criminal minds work. They feel like, oh, everybody does this, so I can do it too, and I can freely talk about it. That's a criminal mind. They don't really know no better. They'll keep doing it.
Yeah.
So you gotta correct them. You gotta lock them up. That's why they call prison correctional officer or correctional.
Well, they don't do that though. They actually make them niggas worse. Cause it's supposed to be where they teach them to upgrade themselves so they can come back into society and be better people, but they don't do that.
Right.
But yeah.
But they need to experiment on crazy people. Like they shouldn't just put people on death row. They need to send their ass to the Mars or something. Shoot them in the black hole. Put a camera strapped on them and see what happens.
They already experiment.
Yeah,
on people.
Experiment on them. Like really. Like Hitler style experiment on them. Find out what we can do, medically. Find out how we can make ourselves immune to cancer or any kind of diseases. Like use them as lab rats.
They already experiment on people. Nigga, they experiment on us as the
exactly.
The
why they want to use us? They need to use people like Bill Cosby.
Keep feeding them McDonald's for 30 years and see how they live.
See, this is why I couldn't be the president. Why I be approving every damn thing. Like, yeah, go ahead. You can use them as lab rats. Yeah. Stem cell resource, or just take their organs. Like, people need kidneys. People need hearts. They on death row anyways. Take their organs. All of it. I mean, I'm sure they probably do that, but they need their consent. Like, they gotta, sign off on it, whatever. They need to... They should lose all privilege of that. Like, you know what? We own your organs now. Like, we're gonna take your heart, your lungs, whatever.
Nigga, you sound like you crazy, nigga.
I'm telling you, they need to do, because there's so many people, you understand, Tate, he needed a heart. He needed $10,000 for a heart. If they could use someone on death row with his blood type, because I was gonna try to donate my heart to him, but we didn't have the same blood type, so he couldn't take my heart.
Well, but that's not capitalism either, though. Capitalism is to make resources come across scarce so you can jack the price up on it, like a heart. If you got people like you just said that they could probably use, they'll much rather say we don't have it so that they can jack the price up. And cause he was the organ. That's what the movie John Q was about.
And my phone just died. But yeah, that movie John Q was the shit.
It was pretty much there to educate people on how fucked up the medical game is as far as insurance and stuff. But yeah, I believe my final thoughts on Bill Cosby. I believe he did do some fucked up shit back in the times, but I believe the court case was he got railroaded. But and I don't feel bad for him though either. That's just how I look at it. You know, cause he, you know, I don't feel bad for him, because if you did it, I feel like you did it before, but just not with them. But sometimes you get caught for some stuff you don't do, but you did something already back in the past.
Right.
So that's how I look at it. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Leave your comments, like for real. Leave comments, and let me know what do you think about it. Like, are they wrong for locking Bill Cosby up for 10 years? Like Wendy Williams said something about like she didn't like the fact that he got to go to prison. Like he should have been locked up in the hood somewhere, in a condo somewhere in the hood, and lived there for like 10 years, and he got a grocery shop for himself. I'm like, man, that sounds stupid. Like that's
what she talking about.
He might like that. You know, he might like living in the hood and using the Spanish fly on them hood chicks down
Man,
there.
Bill Cosby can't have no more sex. You see how messed up he look now?
Shit, you don't never know, man. Old people, man,
Nah, but he looked like the type of old that he on his last, like, we ain't gonna never see. I don't wish it on him, but I don't think we're gonna see him alive again outside of prison. That's like a death sentence for a dude his age. He 81 years old.
81.
You get him 10 years of prison time? Shit, he through. He need good medical treatment from the outside world.
But they say he can get out on good behavior, like what, in 3 years? 3 years?
Yeah, because he didn't get convicted for rape. He got convicted for sexual assault. So if he got convicted for rape, he'd have got 20-something years.
I'm telling you, that's worse than rape. Drugging a bitch is worse.
Oh, but
than rape.
But he didn't get convicted for drugging a chick.
Like imagine you about to fight it, but right before y'all fight, he done drugged you, so now you just fall down and he just get on top of you and just beat your ass, just punch you. You can't even block.
Nah, I don't agree with that.
That's not just assault. Like you can't say like he assaulted me. Like that's worse than assault. Like he. But
that's not what he.
You couldn't even fight back. He beat your ass.
But that's when he didn't get convicted of drugging and raping though. See, the media played the whole game of putting all these women out there to make it, because he got convicted, like Tupac. They said Tupac got convicted of rape. He didn't get convicted of rape. He got convicted of sexual assault for grabbing the buttocks. That's all he got convicted of. But that's what sexual. If you in the club, right, and you brush past a chick and you put your hands on her ass, that's sexual assault.
Yeah, sexual. Yeah, everybody be doing that at the club.
Right, so that's why
walking up behind a chick and just start dancing on them, humping their booty.
Right, some chicks like it. Some chicks tell you get the hell on. So the club ain't nothing but a big sexual assault field.
Exactly, and we think it's normal.
Right.
Criminal minds.
Yep.
We all got criminal minds.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's why in the Middle East they be like covering women up. These niggas just don't know how to act with women. That's just the bottom line.
And they need correction.
Yeah. And when I mean niggas, I mean everybody, by the way. I don't mean black folks. So let's just put that right there.
Unwanted touch is an assault. That's why if you ever beef with a white dude, I'm like, look, man, I don't like you coming around here like, you assaulted me. Like, they can really...
Yeah, that's assault.
Yeah, that's an assault. Just any unwanted touch.
Yeah.
Just pointing someone in the chest like, look, bro, look. Why are you assaulting?
You really not supposed to be in somebody like personal like space. That can be assault too.
Yeah.
Like they can somebody can kill you.
Being harassed or something, threatened.
Yeah, they can go self-defense. No, stand your ground law is when you feel threatened. So somebody can just, if you say some threatening words to somebody,
police, they can assault you. They can assault you. They can go in there and beat your wife up. But you can't even beat your wife up.
Right.
You know what I mean? They can beat your kids up, but you can't even whoop your kids.
Right.
Like, that shit is double standard.
That's why some people, when they deal with police, they're like, fuck it, I'm going to deal with y'all on my own turn. I can't deal with y'all on y'all turn.
Right.
Cause y'all turn going to be me getting my ass kicked. So my terms is, fuck it, fuck the law. That's how people look at it. So...
But yeah, let us know, man. I want to know how y'all feel about that. I already kind of know how y'all feel about it. I know y'all like, man, you saying some fuck nigga shit right now, but that's cool. I'm cool with that, you know, but I'm not finna vouch for a dude that actually admitted to using the Spanish fly. Now y'all can do that as much as you want. I don't think y'all realize how graphic that is. That's worse than rape. Like someone that's passed out and they're vulnerable and you can do whatever the hell you want to them. You know what I mean? Like, just really think about it. When you say them words, drug a woman, raping them, sexual assault, that's what's happening. They try to make those words, they water the words down so it don't sound as graphic. But that's graphic as hell. You waking up, your asshole is throbbing. You got nut dripping out of your ass.
Oh, is that cool?
And you wiping it.
That one just went off.
You wiping it and you trying to figure out what the fuck happened. And you walk to the bathroom, you feel something flapping around between your legs and you reach down to pull a condom out of your pussy. Yeah, that's the kind of shit that happens. That's one of the reasons I'm trying to help you visualize the kind of crime that is what Bill Cosby admitted to doing. Like, that shit ain't nothing cute about that. I don't give a fuck that he's black. I'm not finna vouch for a black man. He deserved to be locked up. So leave your comments below. Tell me what you think. Holler at your boy. Airplane mode.
I disagree with you on some of the parts.
Which part?
The part you was talking about, he should be tested and taken to the, yeah. I think he should just take out his life.
Just put him on death row and
Yeah.
just kill him.
Yeah.
But why waste a life when we can learn so much shit?
He don't deserve to live.
He don't deserve to live. I know, like, take his organs first. Take all his organs, whatever that's healthy. Still.
The only problem with that though is that the problem is when you do that, they can just say anybody guilty. You know what I mean? Like some people are in prison, they don't really even have clear-cut evidence. They just got a bunch of motherfuckers just lying on them or putting false evidence. Like, for instance, you ever heard about the Central Park 5? Them 5 kids in New York back in the 90s? They got convicted of raping a white woman, but all along it was this old white dude that did it. But the cops brought them on the scene and pushed one of the dudes down on the ground so his hair or something could fall off into like, they framed the shit out of them kids.
Yeah, that shit was happening a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, so if they get convicted and then they get killed in Oregon, then you come to find out they didn't do it, then it's gonna be like, damn, we just killed these kids and they didn't even do it.
Right.
So it's kind of hard to do that when a lot of times the court system be fucked up. Like, they don't even.
I agree. The court system it does have its flaws and be fucked up. But did those kids make videos talking about, we be raping bitches, that we gang bang and rape bitches?
Yeah, that's different.
See, Bill Cosby got a video talking about, the Spanish fly. Like, we all did that shit. Hell yeah. Like, he know detail about it.
Now the thing is though, you had all those white men in Hollywood that got called out for doing the same shit, but ain't none of them got convicted. None of them even got charges put on them for that shit. Like that dude Harvey Weinstein, he was fucking all them celebrity women. Like, oh, you don't want to do the movie? Like raping them and doing the same shit that Bill Cosby did. He on trial right now, but a lot of them ain't never been convicted. Even charged for the stuff they was doing.
Yeah.
So that's where a lot of people kind of mad, but it is fucked up, but at the same time, I'm not gonna vouch for Bill Cosby.
Right.
Like, he still got caught though. He still did what he did.
Right. And of course,
but we need all them niggas to get locked up.
Yeah.
And so. But Bill Cosby bit the dust.
Yeah, he just fucked up. He fucked up.
Shit, you really said nigga lived a good life. He got caught late.
Yeah. He got away.
He pretty much got away because he can't
feel
do
like, he was about to buy NBC.
He
was about to buy all those networks, NBC, and they was using that for an excuse. Like, they only doing that because he about to buy NBC.
He ain't got no money to buy no damn NBC.
Yeah, they say he about to own the station.
Yeah, back in the that was like, he was about to buy them. But I don't think they was gonna do that because he gonna buy NBC.
Yeah, he just ain't
even no point of locking him up because he's old. He's finna die anyway.
This old motherfucker got off.
Yeah.
They the Holocaust, you still got Germans that escaped being put on trial, and a lot of them escaped to like South America.
Yeah.
And shit, them Jews still go find them niggas. Them niggas be old as hell. They be walking with their walkers and have their little oxygen tank. Yeah, come on, roll that shit in here. You going to trial. Like, they'll get life in prison still.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of them escaped from Germany after they got, defeated. Yeah. A lot of them came into America. They disguised themselves. And them Jews still find them to this day and persecuting their ass.
Like, we ain't forgot.
Well, prosecuting their ass.
We ain't forgot.
They had got one old lady. She was an accountant. She wasn't even a part of it. She was accounting for the Nazis. And they caught her in like Peru or Brazil. They said, bring your old ass. She had an oxygen tank with the shit. She in court trying to, she like, I'm too old for that. They're like, we don't give a fuck. You gonna spend them last 3 months of your life in the jail cell. So,
dang.
Yeah, like, you thought you got away, didn't you? The time when you really need my presence, you gonna spend it in jail.